This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
And as the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Trash Tuesday.
Thank you to our sponsor, Rocket Money.
Cancel unnecessary subscriptions with Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Trash Tuesday. Seriously, it could save you hundreds per year. That's rocketmoney.com/Trash Tuesday. Thank you to our sponsor, Next Evo. The holidays aren't all sleigh bells and mistletoe. They're also airports, shopping malls, and dining tables crowded with people, some you're glad to only see once a year. Get Smarter CBD from Next Evo Naturals and get up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more at nextevo.com/podcast promo code Trash Tuesday. That's NEXTEVO.com/podcast promo code Trash Tuesday.
Hi guys, I am going to be doing stand-up in Phoenix, January 6th and 7th. You can get tickets at EstherOnIce.com and also check out my solo show, My Pleasure. It's available wherever you listen to your podcasts.
What's up, ho-ho-hos? Merry Christmas. What a fun episode. What a blast I had. After enjoying this show, you can go over to Anniewood, which premieres every Tuesday after Trash Tuesday at noon Pacific time. It's been so fun. It is my solo little dream project. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. I can't wait to see you there. I also am on the road. This New Year's, I am at Wise Guys in Las Vegas, which is everything. I love gambling, I love partying, and I love doing comedy. So come do that with me. That'll be January 30th and 31st. And then you can see me at Burbank Flappers, one night only, January 7th. In January, I will also be in Wisconsin. I will be in Florida in February and March, and in Canada. A lot more dates are being added, so just go to annieletterman.com/shows.
I can't believe we haven't met till now.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't leave home much.
I don't either unless I'm working.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I don't go out.
Yeah. Never meant to cross paths.
No, we were destined to.
And then I never go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me there?
I saw you there one time. You and Rudy went together well before I worked on Bad Friends, but I knew Bobby a little bit, and I saw you guys there, and I was like, oh, cool, they're here. But I didn't meet you then.
Oh, right. I think I remember it because it was like the only time I went there last year.
Yeah, you probably know exactly what night.
They're meeting for the first time.
Oh, you guys have not met each other?
No.
Can we intro Juicy?
Oh my God. All right, guys. Welcome
An Eagles jacket. This is
to Trash Tuesday. It's green. At this point, the Eagles have won. Is it over yet?
No, it's not over.
At this point, the Eagles are about to win. This is Christmas Day. We are not pre-recording this, and this is Santa. This is Jew Santa. I don't know. I like to, Santa, do you always drink out of a mug of your own face?
I'm famous, baby.
This is my body too. This is very similar to the weight I've gained over this year. So this is what
Annie, Santa knocked over the menorah pretty violently.
Santa struck the menorah to the ground?
Is she an anti-Semite? Is she an anti-Semite?
Santa, by the way. Santa is non-binary and not dealing with the fucking Jews right now, okay? Also, a big Kanye fan, all right?
Kanye is going to get a lot of presents from me this year.
Okay? Listen, you know what Kanye's going to get? His Yeezy's contract back, all right? And guess who's going to enjoy it the most? The fucking Jews that are mad at him. Let's be real. Okay. We have Jessie, Juicy Jetski Johnson.
It's me. It's been me the whole time.
It's been her the whole time. We have, you may know Khalyla. Looks very similar to my favorite male comedian, Kyle.
You think? People have been saying that all week, and I just don't see it.
That's our best bet. I just had to say that's our best bet.
There's Kyle fan art.
I think we should do it. I think Kyle should come back on as a guest.
Wait.
Maybe one time when you're not available.
Wait,
Kyle will be a guest.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I want to meet him eventually. I want to know who's taking my place.
Oh my God, what if you guys fucked? I know you said you never hook up with a male comic again, but...
I don't know. Kyle might be it.
Kyle's got strong opinions.
Is my eyelash falling off my head?
No.
Okay. Will you let me know?
Yeah, let me see. It is down more than that one.
Okay, hang on.
I'm just going light eyelashed. Ooh, somebody coming in with their natural hotties. Their thickies.
Big naturals.
Big naturals. Look at those fat
You know
lashes.
why my lashes are long? When I was a little girl, I cut my eyelashes because I thought they were too long. And my mom was like that mortified. She looked like that because I was like 7 and I had the scissors so close to my eyes. But I think they grew back really long.
See, I had a mean girl do that to me in high school.
She cut your
So
eyelashes?
she was like, because I was like, I don't have any eyelashes because, Asian. And she was like, oh yeah, I know the solution to that. She's like, just trim your lashes. So I did. I already didn't have any.
Oh no.
And now I was completely eyeballed for like months out of the school year. And I was like, well, where's my, and then she laughed about it for like 6 months.
Listen, guys, I was in high school with Khalyla. She's annoying. Shut up all your eyelashes. I'll show you, bitch. And then I cut them off. What am I sitting on?
My mustache grew pretty thick though.
I was like, what is this thing that feels so nice up my kukane? My kukaloon. Okay, so I didn't get to bring presents this year. I don't know if you remember the presents I got last year. We were in Hawaii and
I remember. I still have it, the calendar.
I got you a hot boy calendar, Esther a hot girl calendar because she's a lesbo. And then I got George just a calendar of Hawaii because he had brought his family and he didn't get to go do anything because his baby was like crying all day. So I brought him like, this is the vacation you could have had. That was a good burn.
Aspirational calendar.
And I just got me one so I could learn to count. But what I would have gotten this year is I would have gotten, do you smoke weed?
A little bit. Not much anymore.
Okay, so I like the ideas of getting people presents that are like, seem nice but are actually life ruining.
Oh.
So I wanted to get you a 3-foot bong because that is like so bad. I had one once and my life spiraled out of control.
Same.
But it's such a fun present to get. You're like, oh my God, this is the greatest present. And then slowly everything falls away. Everything you've worked for is gone. You're alone. You're divorced. Your kids have left you. You don't even have any.
I get married and then divorced.
Yes.
Wait, that's what happened after we smoked that one episode we recorded.
You got divorced?
No. Well, I ended up smoking every day for like 5 straight days.
Well, I was considering giving it to you, but I work with you. Like, I don't work with her that much. So it's like, you're my actual business partner. So I can't have you actually spiral out. But with Jetski, it's like, she could miss a day or 2 on the road. I could have her not show up. The hair, honestly, the Mrs. Claus hairs that goes with it. The bob.
Doesn't she look like a barrister? Like one of those...
a Berenstain Bears?
A Berenstain.
Is that what you mean?
No, like in they're lawyers, right? In England, they have to...
a barrister.
Order.
Like, kind of look like a cartoon bear.
Yeah.
You look like not like the ass wiping ones, but like the
Not
ones
the
from our
charming
childhood. Not charming. Yeah, you don't seem charming. Oh my gosh, look.
Yep, that's me.
Oh
That's
my
you,
God.
Jessie. Oh, look at you, so cute.
It's
With the curls and everything.
I do kind of like it. It's like, if you want to get this sort of paycheck and have this sort of power as a lawyer, you're going to have to humiliate yourself by wearing this shitty wig.
Why do they do that still? I know it's like tradition, but...
And why is it made actually out of yarn?
Well, the women have to wear it too, which I find so silly. Like, have you seen Amal Clooney in it?
No.
Can you pull that up? And I know it's like respect to the institution and the tradition of it all, but I just...
It's just funny. It's so funny. Also, get it to match, bitch. We can see your roots.
My question is, like, does it have to be blonde? Like, if I was a brunette, couldn't I ask to be like, hey, can I get like...
I want to be a ginger. I want to be a ginger lawyer. They don't trust those though. Gingers, we know you're up to something.
It's more...
And it's not justice.
It is not justice.
It's just to create like uniform in the system is what it's saying on how stuff works.
That's ridiculous.
But why is it blonde?
Is that your job, do you think? Just looking up howstuffworks.com? Is that like one of your... Have you even bookmarked it?
I've never been on this site and I'm like, this site would really help me in my
This
job.
could have helped you at your fucking job you're now admitting you have. It's so funny. Wait, can I just tell you? It's so funny that I thought there was a bigger Liquid Death. I go, oh, Liquid Death came out with like a 40.
An alcoholic version.
And it's just a Modelo.
I have a question. What were the big drinks when you were in high school? Like for me, it was like Mad Dog 2020. Alizé was like top shelf for me. I think
Boone's Farm was like very young fun.
SoCo.
Yeah.
Oh, like alcohol ones?
Yeah, alcohol.
Four Loko.
Ooh, I was too old for
fun.
Four Loko.
Yeah, me too.
My friend would go buy them for me, and I would drink them alone in my room.
Oh my God, you were meant to have a 3-foot bong. Look at you.
That was one of the first things I smoked out of, and it was this girl was, I think I was 16 and she was 21, and we worked at the same coffee shop, and I thought she was so cool, and I went to her house, and
It's always the beginning of the end when you look up to someone.
I looked up to her
take you
so
down.
much, and she was like, I went to her house, and I was still in high school, and I don't know why she was hanging out with me in the first place, but she gave me this like 3-4 foot bong. I had to stand on the table to smoke it, and she lit the bowl, and I just was
the
like,
teamwork of it is kind of special,
you
right?
can't do it by yourself.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, cool, I'm smoking with Corinne. And next thing I know, I'm like in her bedroom, just like rocking back and forth in the fetal position. And
You're fired. You never see her again.
she wasn't even my boss. She was like, at one point, she's like, you're going to have to go home now.
Oh, that's so sad when it's like, but you did this to me, bitch.
I know.
One Mother's Day, and I think I might have recycled it several times for Mother's Day on Instagram. I put a hat on the top of my 3-foot bong, and then I looked like I was putting its backpack on. And I was like, "Go to school, little one." It was like one of my best.
Mother's Day is a big trigger for me because I had to perform the Heimlich maneuver on my own mother on Mother's Day as she was choking on rice.
I don't know why I heard Heim, and I thought there was going to be a hymen involved.
Hymen
So this is actually a better story than where I thought it was going. I had to do a hymenectomy on my mom. Her hymen had grown back. I had to burst that cherry open.
I for sure cracked open my hymen before I lost my actual virginity because I was biking high speeds around my neighborhood, and I drove right into a wall, and I swear to God that bike seat impaled my pussy, my young little pussy.
It's so weird you're saying this right now because the shorts I have to wear under this are so far up my pussy that
Coochie cutters.
it's the most painful, and it does feel like a hymen will be popped.
I mean, yours is probably
What?
well past
What?
popped.
What, bitch?
well past popped.
Santa's going down. Wow, Santa. Let me tell you the other present I was going to get you, bitch.
I mean, mine is too.
No, I'm just kidding.
I have this fantasy that I'm going to meet a really nice man and we're going to start an OnlyFans, and it's basically the slow progression.
This is
of
her
him-
beautiful story.
of him feeding me into morbid obesity, and I'm going to call it OnlyHams.
This is a good idea. But not only is this a good idea, but people will pay to watch this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the slow progression. Also, another thing I want to do is I want to find the brother that I might have had sex with, whose DNA we haven't really confirmed yet. And I want him to do the DNA test. And in the event that he is, in fact, my brother, I want to start an OnlyFans.
Guys, here's the thing.
But then we only touch elbows. There's no sex involved.
She's also gonna do one with. She's gonna do one with the stepbrother she did fuck, but he's dead. So it's gonna be called Only Sand because he's now ashes.
All right.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I love you.
OnlyHams is great.
And I call my fans hams. I'm like, oh, my hams.
Wait, in the future or you do now?
This is $1 billion
Wait,
idea.
I'm sorry. Do you have like a whole side hustle where you call your fans hams now or in the future? Are you telling
you
us
should
now?
start
You
it.
want to-
Look, I cannot call anyone a
Are you
ham.
smoking weed? You're being extra fun today.
I've been smoking weed every day.
This is great. It saved Esther too. I'm like, I become the opposite.
I have faith in you. You're going to cycle back into.
I'm not trying to make $100 million. I made that deal with myself, and I'm not going to make $100 million.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna have fun until you make 100.
No, I always have fun. I have fun all day. I'm not going to smoke weed again, which actually takes my fun. Until I make $100 million. Isn't that a fun bet?
Yeah.
Make with yourself? Why not?
That's good. It's healthy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's healthy. It's healthy to think you're going to make $100 million.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Jessie, do you have any OnlyFans fantasies or like ideas?
Oh, yeah. Tell your idea.
to do balloon animals. Somebody was telling me, you should start a Guam
It's
Felix.
so
from the
gross. It's
start.
always our friends. It's like our guy friends. It's
Yeah.
like, ew.
Wait, explain.
Do you want to watch me finger myself for $20 in the bathroom? What are you doing?
This Guam Felix at the store is like, you got to get an OnlyFans. And I was like, I don't want to get an OnlyFans because you don't have to do sex stuff. And I said, people aren't going to pay to watch me do like balloon animals because I'm goofy. Like,
Guys, comment below. And she's fully clothed and she might be in the Santa thing if you're into it.
I don't like
Would
it.
you
Because
pay?
it takes away from sex workers. But I do like how Whitney did it.
Hey,
Whitney,
that's a good point.
Whitney did her roast on there, but it's because people are. I noticed with Whitney, who I love, that people just want to take her down no matter what. So they might as well pay for her content if they're just gonna slam it. Yes.
Thank you. Now you look like an authority because you're
Yes, Annie.
You think, sorry, that your OnlyFans is going to take away from sex workers? You think the guys that are like going to jerk off are going to be like, you know, I only have $10. Oh, should I watch the girl fist herself or the girl make the dog with the fucking poodle tail?
I can't even make balloon animals.
Maybe that's the journey.
Oh, but Annie, they might be both under the category of POV. That's why.
But wait, can I tell you, speaking of POV, your OnlyHams, what I like is you're like, today I'm getting a hot beef injection, but it really is just him injecting beef into your mouth. It's actually beef.
Like a real ribeye.
Yeah. It's not a stiff one.
I've always really been into the idea of like feederism as sort of like the ultimate fuck you, where I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm ready to just let go of myself completely.
Yeah.
I mean,
but could you do it?
Khalyla deep throats big hog. But it's really a ham. It's just an actual
An actual penis of a pig.
I don't know. It's Euro hams.
Wait, do you like me because I hog the conversation?
I'm really into pigs.
Listen, watch
fair.
the Whitney roast. I know what a big pig I am. No. I was
Is
like,
it not out yet? It is.
no, it's not out yet.
But by this time.
I don't think so. It'll be out yet. I think it comes out
I
in
don't
January.
know.
Who knows?
It was so fun though. I got to
It was
watch it,
fun.
and Annie killed it. You really did.
Thank you.
Your jokes were great. One of my favorite ones on the panel. I also liked Bob, the drag queen, a lot.
Oh, Bob drag queen.
Yeah.
Bob the drag queen crushed.
But yeah, you handled everything. I think that would be so hard. I never done any kind of roasting. To like hear everyone just making fun of you and you just have to be like,
Well, the only ones that are annoying are when they're like lies.
yeah.
For me, not for anyone else.
Because it's not like a well-crafted joke.
Well, it's also just like that's my like one of my highest values is just honesty. So like it pisses. I always realize like whenever I'm like triggered, it's because like I'm like, oh, because in my head the most important thing is being honest. But these people don't give a shit. They're just getting laughs. They don't fucking care at all. It is, and they don't have to care. I'm not right over them. It's just like the thing I like. So I'm getting all pissed. But it would be like, you know, like she's never even seen her dad. I'm like, hey, Scott, I talked to him 5 times already today.
You only talk about him on every episode.
I know. I guess it hurt my feelings. I'm like, guess you don't know what I am.
Well, I think they didn't do their research. That's what probably hurt your feelings.
Well, because the exciting thing about roast is like really being seen. Even it's like if it's a mean thing, like call me fat. It's like fucking. It is. I gained a lot of weight. It's funny, but like there were funnier ones. Like I'm trying to think of like the best. Well, my favorite joke about me, even though it wasn't very mean, was like Bob the drag queen was like, where do you get your tan? Do you just go to 7-Eleven and stand in front of the hot dog machine?
Yeah, that's funny.
Wait, wasn't there a really good Bobby Khalyla joke there?
Yes. Robin Tran, please post a picture of Robin Tran. Okay, Robin Tran is what is if Bobby and Khalyla kept the baby.
Oh, yeah.
It was really good. It was really good. But Robin Tran had really good jokes too. But Robin Tran's were like very like, you can tell she like researched everyone. She went in hard.
Yeah.
It was really good. But Robin, I had one about Robin because Robin, I think allegedly is the one that got the skywriting that said Joe Rogan is literally 5'3".
Oh, really?
It's rumored to have been her. And so I said, that's ironic because she literally she transitioned into literally a 5. Or wait, literally, she transitioned literally from a 5 to a 3.
Yeah, I remember that joke. That was awesome.
But yeah, we were very brutal to her. She got it. She was mean to me back.
But I think you can be more mean to the people who you know are going to bring it.
Right.
Because she's such a good writer. Yeah.
Well, I think like she and I really did. And Bob, like, I don't even know if Bob spent a lot of time or not, but I didn't know Bob was.
Bob,
I didn't even know about Bob. Bob is everything. I was like. Bob the drag queen is like.
Yeah, but drag queens, like, that's their Olympic sport.
But
right? It's just.
But
drag.
listen, she identifies he, whatever you want, Robin. I'll call you whatever you want. Or Bob, I mean, I'll call you whatever you want. Bob, you're everything except Robin. Sorry, you do not identify as Robin. But Bob the drag queen was fucking unbelievable. Crazy good.
What do you guys want for Christmas this year?
Oh.
What are some big asks from both the universe and the people that you love?
I'd really like some new towels.
What kind? Do you have like
Are you kidding?
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, I know what we're doing in San Jose.
towel shopping.
I was like, spoil my opener. It's happening this weekend, even though we didn't bank this is Christmas.
You guys don't steal hotel towels?
No, but that would be great.
I have a traumatizing memory of that. My dad and mom, their two biggest fights. I may have mentioned one of them on here already. The first fight, they're screaming. It sounds physical. We can hear just bum, bum, bum. Like you can tell they're wrapped in each other's arms and they're banging against walls. And we're like, what is happening? Are they about to fist fight? And they burst through the kitchen door. They come out. We're like in the living room. They bust through the door. And then out pops and rolls to my feet a thing of icing. And they were fighting over this icing. They just both wanted the icing so bad. They're just
Like a tub of it?
yeah, they're icing pigs. They love my parents.
Never heard of
icing
this
pigs.
before.
Oh, they're piggy icing people.
No,
Like
you're
ice
pig
cream?
Fight.
crazy.
Like if you're at a wedding with my parents, they will stab each other over the corner piece. Like they just love icing. My dad will be known to bring his own icing to add on top. On my dad's 80th birthday, 50 people brought him icing. Like everyone knows my dad.
I
is an
never
icing
heard of
man.
anything like
Pig
this.
people. I love my
I
parents.
love pig people.
But okay, so
I'm
we
not
know
judging. I know
you're
like
judging. It's
ice
fine.
cream.
No,
Yeah,
you're judging.
it is disgusting.
It's disgusting. And now they have a fat daughter. No, I just was like, it's fine. I'm fat, but you're fat too.
Wait, where does the towel come in with it?
Okay, so then that was the other one. Okay, wait. So then the other fight, my mom's screaming at my dad, Scott, what are you teaching the children? What are you teaching them? And we just go in and we'd been in like at Disneyland or something. And my dad just unfolds like 4 white ass towels. And my mom's like, they know you stole those. And I was like, we wouldn't have fucking noticed if you didn't scream it. But that was a big fight. So now I never
But
stole towels.
your mom was mad that your dad had stolen towels.
And that we would then have we would see that he stole.
Oh, I see. Out of like, be the example.
Which is the opposite of Todd's family, who has trained him to be the best thief of all.
Wow.
Me too. Are
It's
you kidding me?
amazing.
I think
It's Asian
I think
people things.
theft is, if you get away with it, one of the most gratifying feelings.
She let people steal all of her. You never press charges, right?
Nah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
If
follow
you
up on
steal
that.
from me, it's fair game. If you can steal from me, it's yours.
That's how I feel
If
about
you
cheating too.
can.
If you can cheat on me, and I don't find out, did you cheat?
I mean, sometimes it's like I would
Did you
almost...
cheat?
No, you didn't.
That does not count for Todd. Todd will be dead on the ground.
I was gonna say.
For all of my other boyfriends who did definitely cheat on me.
Wait, so I mean, I would steal. You guys know this. Like, I would go to Outback Steakhouse and steal all the utensils.
They are pretty good knives, and we did
Yeah.
go to Outback ourselves.
She took me to Outback.
It was a special one of our first dates.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, she did shit all over it. She was like, well, actually, Santino took me to like a real steakhouse.
Was it?
Did not.
Oh,
Mastro's. That's where you guys went.
We went there. Yes, but then Santino took me on the road and took me to a different steak dinner.
Annie,
well, he is a ginger, so I will always be superior to him.
you have to step up your steak game.
I also am a little bit, I still lean into the white trashness. You see the tan. It's fun to go to Outback.
Yeah, but
I think so too. I love canned ravioli forever.
oh yeah, I used to eat that. Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boy.
I will
Yeah.
say though, that waiter was the worst waiter I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah,
He was a problem.
he was a little pushy, and
We didn't order. Let's just say we didn't order. We were just brought food that we didn't want.
Oh, it's like omakase.
He was,
yeah, at Outback.
but it wasn't the good food. I was like, I have a plan here.
Wait, Juicy, I want to know what else is on your list outside.
Yeah,
of
what's on your
towels.
list? What was towels serious?
Well, I've like those are the kind of things on my list. Just
Are
things
like
I
stuff,
need,
yeah.
but
By the way, towels are the hardest thing to shop for because
Right?
I think they're most of them are really not absorbent.
and when do you have time to go get some towels? You know, like that's not on my list, but.
Your coochie cutters are cutting extra
Are these
deep, huh?
working? I learned this from like go-go dancers. You wear these leggings and then you don't have cellulite. Does it work?
Ooh,
Or
I
do
have
look like
so
cellulite?
much. Mine's just gonna pop out even more.
Oh, it's so having these nails with
Yeah, how do you do anything?
everything's been hell. It's been horrible. It's been a
So
rough
we have towels for Juicy.
I feel like everything is going so I'm so happy right now with all the things in my life. And then the next year things are like I told Annie they're gonna have me headline San Jose Improv next year.
When?
Wednesday, January 18th.
Wednesday, January 18th.
You guys,
Get
everybody
tickets.
go see Juicy.
And you guys probably already saw her do like a little bit of time on my show in San Jose. So go back and see her.
It's perfect because we're there we went there.
We went there.
And-
we haven't been there yet. It's not that we're going tomorrow. We went months ago. We wouldn't bank that far ahead. That's rude. That's almost rude. That's almost mean to do.
Annie, do you ask for Christmas presents at all, or you just
No, there's not one thing I can think I want.
you guys don't say like exchange like, hey, this is what I want this year, and like exchange lists with your family?
Listen, I've never had Christmas face. Getting presents is really stressful.
Do you like receiving presents, or you
No,
just like giving?
I like giving presents, but I'll take presents now. But it took me a while because I used to just get so like, I don't know. I just like, if I didn't like it, I would feel pressure to look like I liked it. And I'm like not a good liar. So then I just start crying. And then it was like way worse than just not getting me a present.
Right.
I like presents.
But I love giving.
Yeah, you do.
Is my shit.
Yeah, we play this game.
Daddy Warbucks over here.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of a daddy Warbucks too. Like what we do in my family is, or Bobby and I for the past couple years is we'll buy like 5 or maybe 4 big ticket items, like a Traeger grill. And then
Aliza Traeger grill.
Wow.
the Traeger grill.
When
And
she
then-
grills you, it hurts. I'll tell you that.
and
She's
then
a tough cookie.
we'll get a box, fill it with rocks, and wrap it up like a pretty Christmas present. And people draw numbers, and it's a hit or miss. You either get the bag of rocks or you get a Traeger grill. And then but if you get the Traeger grill, you can only someone can challenge you for it once and once only. So people
But you
get
don't know
fucking
yet.
violent, aggressive, angry, and like leave crying. And that's the kind of Christmas that I desire.
I like that too. No, I like a little Squid Games, not to be racist, a little Squid Games of sorts.
One time my uncle gave my cousin a car key and she was like started crying and she went outside and she was looking for it and then we were all laughing because there was no car. She was like legit mad for a long time.
so cruel.
Those are
She
the
just
best.
looking around like bleep bleep bleep. Annie, how do you get your day started?
I get my day started. I get up. All right. I give Randy a little tongue kiss. I put on his leash and then I go into the kitchen and I make some athletic greens. I shake them up. It's easy. I put a packet in or put in a scoop, put in my water, shake it up, take my dog for a walk and chug my salad for the day, baby. I'm back home and I've already had all my salad for the entire day.
With 1 delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all of the things.
It tastes so good too. It tastes great. It's easy. You don't have to chew. Do you not want to chew? I wake up with a sore jaw sometimes. I don't have to chew. And I've got all of my vitamins.
And it's lifestyle friendly, whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free. It costs you less than $3 a day. You're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than your cold brew habit. And it just eliminates any kind of like guesswork about what I'm going to eat that day to meet my body's needs. I just have 1 scoop, cold water, my matcha stir, and then that's it. I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day.
It's delicious.
And right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Tuesday. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/Tuesday to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
You guys, it's not a secret. We all have a certain degree of mental illness between
I'm doing good.
all
I
of
don't
us
know
in
what you
this
guys are
room.
talking about.
And unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. And for me personally, I have the tendency to get stuck on problem mode and not solutions mode. And this is where a therapist is really helpful in my life because they're able to sort of just give me exits, I guess. They're able to call me out and say, Khalyla, you're in this shame spiral, or you're this. They're able to basically see things about me that I'm not, maybe I don't have the awareness for in that moment.
Also, look, it's the holidays. you're either with your family being dragged back to whatever role you were when you lived with them, or you're not with your family being dragged in whatever role you're in now. You're either sad or you're happy, but the holidays are a lot and it's a great time to get help.
Yeah, and it's like, even if you have the most perfect family, like it's normal to have really challenging emotions around the holidays. And this is where therapists who are trained can help you figure out the cause of these challenging emotions and learn productive coping skill. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist, and if things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Trash Tuesday. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Trash Tuesday.
We had a company little shop
Shop of Horrors.
no gift
Love that company.
exchange.
Yes.
And I was a production
Wake up,
assistant.
Santa, you've been drinking too much nog.
Ooh, it's a lot of milk.
That's why it's not because of the alcohol.
No, I'm
It's the
just
fucking
really bloated.
Oh God, Santa's bloated.
But I was an office PA, so I'm literally at the bottom of the feed chain there. But I got a $25 limit. I got like a candle and some fairy lights from Target and wrapped them up. And we're exchanging them. And I think you picked a number or something. And the person who got mine was the CEO. So like making more money than everybody. And she looked so disappointed. And it was anonymous. So she was just like, oh, cool. And then I was just like, "Whoa,
What
who
did
got
you
you
get?
that?"
Like an iPhone?
I got a juicer, but not like a citrus juicer thing. They were all like,
That's not that much better than a
$25
scented
is
candle. I'm a
trash.
big scented candle.
Same.
guy,
I was like-
so I'd be so happy. And fairy lights for my
Yeah.
picnics
Wait,
at the
I have
cemetery?
I have a candle place in Malibu that I go to.
What do you mean?
Listen, I like to drop. When I started making money,
Is it
the first-
Diptyque?
No.
I go to Marshall's.
Girl, we need to up your.
Melon and goat.
I like melon gets, yeah.
Wait, that's how you say it?
I think so.
But candles can be
Goats is
expensive.
good too.
No, it's like Malibu something.
They have a rum one that's
I just
Yeah,
drive
the rum
there.
is great.
Yeah.
But these are,
Malibu something. It's past the market. It's like this beautiful furniture place, and they have the best like imported candles, and they're so expensive and they're so good.
I don't like spending too much on candles because you're just like burning it away. It's like I don't spend like $10
That's the best
or less.
part.
on a
That's like
candle.
the best part of spending money is just like burning it. It's gone, baby.
I think it's bullshit when you smell it and it's a really strong scented candle, but when you burn it and no smell, no scents come out.
Yeah,
that's a $10 Marshall bullshit.
The ones I got one at Marshall's called Donut Shop and it smells so good.
Donut shop.
Yeah, I'll get you one.
By the way, this did trigger me having to. I don't really think you're fat. I was teasing you.
Oh, thank God.
But Donut Shop did remind me to tell you that. So you do with that what you want.
I hike a lot.
Listen, I hike a lot. I hike a lot.
I have to for how much I eat.
Yeah,
and
you
I
just
eat
have
late
to counter
too.
it. That's all. I've been not eating late, and it's good for my GERD. I don't think it's done anything for my weight. It's good for my GERD.
My rule is like 3 hours before I sleep is the last.
I never know when I'm going to sleep, though, guys. I'm a pass out girl. I'm waking up on stairs. I have like a very nice bed, and I
You
am
don't
very
have
often.
a nighttime routine?
Oh, bitch.
I wash my face.
Let's just say when I wake up in my makeup. That's my song.
love that song.
Na, 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 na. That's whole.
You know who plays that song? Pauly Shore and the Crustys.
Pauly Shore plays that.
And the Crustys has been, they cover that song.
Would you ever be a crusty? Have you been?
Oh,
What's a crusty?
I don't think I'm a crusty yet. Maybe when I'm older.
Oh, they have to be old to do
Yeah,
it?
he wants to be the best looking guy in the band. So he,
What is a crusty? Just a backup?
like, can you look at Pauly Shore and the Crustys? They're like, you know, you'll see. They're older dudes. They're crusty.
That's so funny.
See? He wants to be the youngest, most attractive guy in the band, he says.
Oh my God, they're just gonna.
But they
up and
play. They can play.
because they've been around. They've
Yeah.
been playing for 70 years.
He met the guitar player Bill in a Starbucks.
Wait, I met Bill. Is Bill the one that looks like Larry David?
Yes, you met him. He's awesome. Huh?
I did the show with him. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh, wow, he does look like Larry David.
And he
And, like,
rips.
someone
He
you
can play
meet
like
in a-
guitar solos and
Starbucks.
Is it like the Ding Dong show or like?
Kind
No,
of,
it's-
but they're
it's
actually
legit.
good. Yeah.
Oh, but actually, okay.
Okay, wait. I want to tell you guys the other things that I would get you. Okay, here are some other gifts that are life ruining.
Okay.
A fish.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, that would.
What a
off.
fucking bummer.
the responsibility.
And then a better one that's even worse. The fish you bring out and the person's pissed. And then the person next to them's laughing that they didn't get the fish.
Yeah.
And then you hand them a turtle.
A whole
80
turtle.
years.
A fucking turtle. Enjoy this for 80 years, bitch. I got you something that's going to outlive you. And then you're like, it's a gift. It's not mine. No touchies. No give backsies.
I had a turtle named Otis, and I
no.
would drop fish and like little guppies in there for him to eat. And one of the times I dropped in a fish, and Otis just refused to eat this fish. Like him and his fish like built a rapport, and we named him Milford. And I was dating
Was
this
he a
guy.
MILF?
He was. And then Milford, this is how Milford perished. I was getting back together with a boyfriend, but he was a very volatile guy. And I remember him stealing my neighbor's groceries just for fun. But one of the things that he did when we got into a fight that night was he took a cup and he scooped Milford out. And Milford had been cohabitating with Otis at this point for like 5 months. And we had gotten attached to Milford. And he's like, you see this? And he just swallows Milford.
Damn.
Anyways, that was my turtle story.
That's really sad.
I know.
But it's also the tiniest bit awesome. Of the bad things you can do to someone,
What if it was a cat?
well, then I would be worried about his safety.
Yeah, that is true.
If you can swallow a cat, go for it.
cat
It's kind of like, if you can steal from me, steal from me. If you can swallow a cat, you got a thing.
When someone steals from you, do you immediately start accusing in your mind?
I have a list. I'm on Dateline. I've got the interview set up in my head. I'm like going, but okay. So I went to the desert 2 months ago. And I was like partying with a bunch of friends. We go out to the desert once a year. It's like a bunch of Doug Stanhope's friends, Andy Andrus, and a bunch of people. And, we do like mushrooms and stuff. We hang out by like a campfire. And the people that work at the place that we stay, there's always like a new weirdo that's like decided to go to the middle of the desert for some weird reason and live and work.
I love desert rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they always end up being a little strange.
Yeah.
So this one girl, she had her phone.
No humidity. It dries out their brain.
Yeah, it's like, it's more or less than the drying out, but that is a good point. I do imagine.
That's
her
where I'm
brain
from.
popping.
Wait, where are
Yeah.
you from?
The desert.
What part?
York.
Arizona and Phoenix.
Oh, it
yeah.
does get dry there.
No, but you're in society. This is like, there's no like.
Yeah, but I've gone to a lot of desert parties. I know exactly what you're talking
Yes.
about. Yeah.
So this year there was this girl who was, I don't know what else to call her other than a fucking liar.
Whoa.
We go on a walk. Usually we're all fucked up and we go, is it time for the walk? And we have all these like glowing orbs and stuff. And we walk down the highway and then we lay in the road and we look at the stars. Okay, we do this every year. She comes with us. She's fucking just lying. There's just weird things. It was colder this time we went out. So she goes, there's going to be a part of the night where you give me your jacket. And I went, I'm never giving you my jacket.
Was she flirting?
I don't know what.
Sounds like such a
No,
flirtatious
I
thing to
think
say.
the bitch was cold, honestly, and thought that I was going to somehow mother her. So then we get there and she goes, this is the time. And I go, this is the time where you learn to get your own fucking jacket, bitch, okay? The wrong Annie, wrong year. Maybe 2 years ago I would have done this for you. You're done. But she just kept like lying about her age. She just kept lying about. So she said she was 21 and we're like, bitch, you are 40. Like, stop. Like, she was just so weird and so creepy, right? And she was the only one that wasn't in our group. So later we go back, we go on that walk, we come back, we're sitting around the campfire. This girl goes to go to bed. She can't find her phone. Her phone was attached to the speaker. The speaker's gone. The phone's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Check all the rooms. And I'm just like, the only bitch we don't know is the liar bitch. So I'm in my head, even though I think she was with us the whole time and maybe possibly it couldn't have been her, in my head, she did it.
For attention?
Yeah. Or like for there to be like a thing that she caused. She was like that type of weirdo.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Like not even like she wants a phone or anything, but she wants people to be like running around and know that she did it.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know why people do stuff like that. It makes me really uncomfortable. And now, like, I like how you say Annie 2 years ago would have fallen for that.
Yeah.
Like, I would have placated to that. But now that I've seen that type of person many times, if I even get like a hint of it, I'm like, I do a 180. But you're stuck in the desert.
But it was
know
fine.
you're
I
gonna
was able to not like, I wasn't rude or anything, but I was able to kind of like,
Put a boundary.
Yeah.
yeah.
In my family, there's a lot of blatant theft going around. I had an aunt who would like, let's say for instance, we all go to the beach together, and let's say I'm going in the water. Like, hey, can you hold my stuff? And she's wearing my sunglasses, my Ray-Bans that I just bought. And 10 minutes later, you're like, where are my sunglasses? She's like, your sunglasses?
No.
Sunglasses. And then you don't, but in my family, you cannot confront. Like, that's a weird thing. But like 2 weeks later, you see it on Instagram. She's posting with your sunglasses, but you cannot say anything. No one is saying anything. So we just take it. We're just like, that's just who she is.
My family don't
I'm
do
allergic
that.
to this behavior. I almost sneezed. I would be fucking, my family, all we do is confront. Nobody could ever steal from anyone because it's like, but you know the thievery in my family. My twin brother would just steal my older brother's clothes and then put them back like he hadn't taken them, but he's like a slob. So my brother would get like we all worked at Gap, so we'd all get like new Gap clothes all the time.
Oh, that's so cute. All of you worked at Gap?
Well, Timmy didn't, but Max and I my twin brother and I worked at different Gaps over Christmas. So Max would work at regular Gap and I'd work at Kids Gap. And
Seasonal
then we'd go.
workers?
We were seasonal workers and they were across the hall.
You wore that same outfit.
I wore the same outfit. I was 14. But we had like the little walkie-talkies and the little headsets, and we would go to like Channel 13 and we'd like talk shit together. It was so cute.
That's
We'd have our
awesome.
little breaks together. But anyway, so Timmy would get like his like Gap thing. He'd use like our discount or whatever. And Max would take his Gap stuff out of like the plastic, wear it, get a stain on it, fold it, put it back in. It was like gangster. It was so funny. Timmy would be like, Max! And we'd all just be like crying, laughing because it's like, it's funnier than it is a problem.
I feel like my family has such different styles. They would never steal we'd never want each other's stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think for us it's more just a sport at this point.
Oh my God.
I remember my uncle Freddie.
Never trust an Uncle Freddie.
No, but he was the victim here.
Freddie got fingered.
He really did. He actually really
Five-fingered.
So my uncle Freddie, his son is like a known, like the number one like thief in my family, right? So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep with my wallet on me and all of like my prized possessions on me, my watch, everything. And it's like the theft is so blatant in my family. Like he woke up with nothing, not even his belt.
Whoa.
His son was just, again, with his little ginger fingers. How do you say it? Ginger? No. With his little like
Gingerly with his
gingerly
finger.
with his fingers.
Is he a gingerbread man? Are we talking about Santino? I was texting. I got confused.
I didn't know your brother was ginger.
But he
Hi.
expertly just took everything while my uncle was asleep, like this, holding his things. Huh?
Like the Grinch.
Yes.
That's so crazy.
God.
That's kind of impressive though.
Mm-hmm.
Naughty list.
Yeah.
Naughty. You're getting that. And then they're the ones that don't get the box of rocks. They get the fucking
Traeger.
grill.
They get the grill, yeah.
Do you think Lisa Traeger's family is the Traeger Grills?
I hope
Is it called
so.
the
No,
same?
different spelling.
Yeah, I guess her family came over from.
She's so funny.
She is hilarious.
She must be working because I haven't seen her at the store in a bit. But yeah, every time I see her, she cracks me up. I had a traditional Christmas, like my mom always goes all out, and my dad does too. But we would always do Yule time with my dad because I grew up half Wiccan. So we go out to the desert.
Why didn't I think you'd like the Wiccan
This
part?
is so fun.
We go to the desert,
Rich.
celebrate.
What's a Wiccan Christmas like? Tell me everything.
It's like you still do like the same kind of ceremony, like circle, but it's called Yule time, and there's a big cake, and it's a Yule log.
Oh, I love a Yule log. They taste so delicious.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
And then I remember
Look up Yule logs. They're cute too.
yeah, they're cute, and yeah, it's like that part's all the same, but then we would have regular Christmas too at the house with the Christmas tree and presents, and a lot of with my parents being divorced, if they didn't communicate that year, I'd get a lot of the same stuff.
Oh my God.
from both of them. But that was
Damn. Though.
yeah.
They're so
Yule
good. They're
logs.
so cute. And you can put little elves on them. Sometimes they put little elves.
I like
Yeah, and
that.
we'll like drink a lot, and
But
it's a good time.
Wait, but
was your mom like jealous? Was she like,
It's always like I have a joke where I'm like, now that I'm older, because my parents are split, they tell me I can choose which house I want to go to for the
"Oh,
holidays.
rude."
I'm like, I liked it so much better when the courts just did
Yeah.
that for us. You know, like,
Wait, was it not like an amicable?
When you choose, do you put one of those things on your head?
what do you
From
mean?
the
The judge thing. I'm like, order. Yeah, it was amicable, but you know, they're still divorced, so they're not like talking on the phone every day. So especially as
I'd be surprised.
yeah. Well, they weren't on a hit podcast together yet. That would have been different. But I don't know. Now that it's like I'm out of school and stuff, they really don't have much reason to talk to each other. So it's just a lot of planning, and you know, it just gets harder to see everybody as people get older and move on. And
your I like how you're active Wiccan.
Yeah,
but was he like an active Wiccan? Like he taught you things about like.
Yes. So he's very spiritual, like him and my stepmom. My mom is too, but she just doesn't. She's more agnostic.
But I was just gonna say you're like trans age, just like Esther. Like you both are like, what age could you be? You're like, now that I'm out of school, it's like she looks like she just graduated from high school. Like
now that I'm finally out. I can't wait to start college.
You and fucking Esther are the exact same.
I know.
Working at the Comedy Store feels like going back to school though. As like a door guy, it's like a program.
You're good though. You really don't get into the drama. It's great.
No, I try to dodge it. It's kind of amazing.
Like people will like call me and they're like, "Did you hear about so and so?" And I'm like, "What?" And then you're like friends with the person they're talking shit on.
I try to be accepting with everybody because I just don't want to get involved. But do you guys feel like as you got more well known, sometimes I kind of feel like that I'm becoming a little bit of a target in the sense of like, if I mess up, I think people would be happy to see me fall a little bit. Mm-hmm. Not everybody, good, but there's a few people.
Good, baby. When you're getting to the new level of a video game, you encounter more bad guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm starting to feel that a little bit.
You just have to not take it personally because it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to like, and then when I feel I'd focus in on like, okay, I should just be working on my set like I've always been doing and just focus on that.
The hurtful part is if these are people who you considered your peers and friends at some point. That's where it's like, anymore. Oh, fuck.
What do you say? The bitches that talk shit on me, that spread all the rumors, all of this stuff. There was this guy when I was in, what club was it? I was in Salt Lake City at Wise Guys. And this guy that works there, he like does cameras or something, and he's also an open micer. He comes around with a notebook and he says, "What advice would you give yourself when you were an open micer? Like write it."
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And so in the book I wrote, everyone that's spreading rumors about you and talking shit on you has cankles and quit to have kids.
I think we should. You know what? I've been a hater.
But cankles are okay.
Yeah.
Cankles are good. They're very sturdy. You know what I'll say? I would say I like cankles better than skinny ankles because for the safety of the person.
I have this weird thing, and I've talked about it on here, but I'm really trying to let go of my fixation with men with girl hips. And
I've enjoyed a man with girl hips before.
I was with the guy with girl hips for 5 years, so now I'm just like so like focused on looking for that in a man, and if I see it I'm like no thanks, but I'm like, why am I this shallow?
Because it's because you don't like him. You're thinking about him. You're so putting him
and sweet.
Oh, and he had hips?
Yeah.
I wonder what it was.
I don't know.
No, you don't. You have the opposite.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think if I know what that looks like.
I want guy hips.
No, you have girl hips.
It's more just like it's not even like a big like a very hippie look. It's just more it doesn't go in like this.
I see.
So it kind of like bubbles out ever so slightly, and they kind of like have like I don't know. It's just it's a look I can't really explain.
Yeah.
Let's just say the bottom heavy boys have found their way to Annie Letterman before. Let's just say I've tasted the rainbow of sizes and shapes.
Those apple bottom boys.
Those apple bottom boys have found their pie crust in me.
But I like chubbos. I just don't like hips.
I don't
have the biggest belly. Just like it cannot like move down to your
It's
hips.
just so funny. I was looking at Todd when we were in the desert, and I always am like, Todd's always his hottest in the desert for some reason. I don't know why. He's just such a man. He's helping around camp, and he's just, not that he's not always doing everything, but I was like, it's so funny. I end up with like such a hot, tall, handsome guy. Like after where I've been. How did it happen? I never thought I would. I always thought I'd end up with a real uggo.
Well, way past popped,
Way past popped.
I way past popped. You're right. Sometimes I'm like, do I deserve this cute boy?
I'm like, this boy's so cute.
Oh.
Such a hottie.
Oh,
What is going on with the new squeaky boots? Is there something happening with the squeaky boots?
Thank you.
oh yeah, here we go.
You're very fall colored for Christmas.
They are.
Why are you
extra
acting
loud,
like it's
though.
November? Why are you
Khalyla
dressed?
inspired me to go get new boots at All Saints.
They're so squeaky.
I know they're a little squeaky right now.
They're honestly the most squeaky thing I've ever heard in my
Not the
life.
most.
They're so
Carlos, they're
squeaky.
pretty loud.
How do I unsqueak
And they
them?
shift around. Maybe loosen them a little. Jesus, they're tightly.
You got to do some
Well, I went
steps
to
in them.
military school, so I'm like tightening.
Not for long enough.
You're
Wait.
right. I didn't go for long enough, and it didn't stick.
Wait, how long were you in military school for?
Just a
Fucking
semester.
2 weeks.
Oh my god.
He's a rich kid. He got his ass out. He goes, Dad, no.
Yeah, basically.
Daddy, no.
I went to McDonald's right after.
That's bad.
I was.
You ate McDonald's? Ew.
I love McDonald's.
Don't act like you're the one without the eating disorder. I'm teasing you because you're manorexic.
Manorexic?
He's manorexic.
I never heard that before.
Really?
Look it up. You're like, really? I hear it every day. People comment that constantly.
He's like, really? It's a very real
Actually,
disorder.
He's proud of it.
I think I am.
You are manorexic.
A man who thinks it's that's Urban Dictionary. A man who thinks it's attractive to be skinny and lacking in muscle mass or any outward physical appearance of masculinity.
Oh.
The most amusing example.
Vaulting.
Oh, but do you kind of relate to it?
No, because I do lift weights at the gym in my building.
You're super tone.
Thank you, Claus.
You are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But like girl toned.
No, I'm not girl toned.
I would say model tone.
Thank you.
Girl model toned. Everyone's in a good mood today. Everyone's this a good amount of high. Okay, so I went on a fun weekend with a couple of my friends, and I found out that my friend does not watch our podcast because he told me that he cancels his credit card every 2 months because he doesn't know what subscriptions he has.
Well, I don't blame him. Like a lot of these companies make it really difficult to cancel these subscriptions. And sometimes I don't know what I'm signing up for because it's like, oh, I want this app in this moment. And I completely forget. Like 2 years after, I'm like, why do I have an insect finder?
Oh yeah, I'll cancel this before the 7-day trial. It's 5 years later. I'm like, oh my God. I gave them $15,000.
Are you guys wasting money on subscriptions? 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about. Definitely Annie and I.
Yes.
But maybe for you, it's an unused Amazon Prime account or a Hulu account that never gets streamed. Rocket Money is a great app that we use to help us track all of our expenses. And because of it, we no longer waste money on subscriptions we don't even use.
Look, I found out that I have 2 Apple IDs and I double. I mean, it's crazy, you guys. It's helped me. It's saved so much money. That's why I love using Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill.
And Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find out that you've been double charged for a subscription. And to cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest.
Do you want to know a subscription that I'm having so much trouble and I have to use my Rocket Money for? I have to use my Rocket Money to get rid of. I am paying for 4 tans a month. 4 spray tans a month. Like that. If you've ever gotten a spray tan, it takes like 2 weeks for it to come off your body to get another one.
Wait,
Like,
is it just an auto refill?
they come spray me. But you get you pay for the month and then you pay for them to come to your, but it's like, I'm not getting all of the spray tans. I would look crazy. I would be canceled out of this business so fast if I got that many spray tans.
Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/Trash Tuesday. Seriously, it could save you hundreds per year. That's rocketmoney.com/Trash Tuesday.
I don't like it no more because I quit and
I'm a
I've
piece of trash.
what?
I don't like it no more.
I don't like it no more.
I love it.
Whenever I see it, I'm like, ugh,
Santa's getting riled up.
naughty.
We're on the bad list.
Hey, how long did you smoke and why'd you quit?
I smoked for over a decade and I quit in April. So, and I've quit before that too. But I for like over a year, and then I started during the pandemic, and then I quit again in April.
And how do you feel? Are you getting the purging kind of cough?
I'm well over that, but I did, and I feel like so like all of this momentum in my career that's been happening happened like right around when I quit smoking as well. And I think, I don't know if it's specifically because of that or if just like maybe when you actively make positive changes in your life, sometimes things tend to follow. And I really think that because Pauly was like wanting to take me on the road, but he noticed how much I chain smoked at work, and I think he would have taken me anyway, but he was really happy to hear that I wasn't smoking that much because he likes to work with people that take care of their health. And I think, I don't know, a lot of things happen. I've been hiking more and because I can now that I stopped smoking.
I like inspirational Santa.
Yeah.
I think you're right, because I think like, you know, behind the scenes, or even if you're not conscious about it, you're doing something really nice for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you're allowing yourself to be nice to yourself. I think, and then you start allowing nice things to happen for you after.
You got to put yourself on the nice list.
Yeah. No one's putting you on there listen, Santa, guys, I'm so sorry. Isn't real. You're Santa. You got to take care of yourself. You got to put yourself on the good list.
Can you make me fade away from the chair? Disappear from the chair.
Guys, the snow is above and beyond. How are you guys able to do it? How
Their
are you guys
Halloween
able to get this?
decoration.
Annie, that was $5 from Target on Sunset.
$5?
Sunset
That's the
Western,
splurge. I like how you laid it out. I feel like Pete really did like judge it. I feel like Pete was like, am I right? Pete?
He was just making sure the snow was visible on the wide.
Pete's like, we're going to need a little more. We got to even it out here.
Sorry, Pete, I'll put it back. I'll put this.
No,
back
actually, it looks good.
How were you able to find such, I don't know, how were you able to find such thin,
That's also from Target.
non-striking
garland?
tinsel?
Tinsel.
Yeah, that's tinsel. I think it's tinsel.
Now, when you went in, did you throw it in the thing? Were you pissed? Were you drinking?
I was in a bad
Were you
mood
drinking?
at Target.
I can tell you were. I literally can tell you were by what you bought. I can tell exactly how you bought it. You threw it in you were like, ugh. And you probably did have the Medela in the car, right? You were pissed. You put it down. I don't think you brought it in.
No, I didn't. No, I only drink and drive. I don't.
You definitely drink and drive.
Yeah,
There's no way he doesn't drink and drive.
of course I do.
Guys, what are we talking about?
Yeah, don't go around Beverly Boulevard in Fairfax. And the mugs too. I got those for y'all.
Super.
They're cute. I do like the mugs a lot.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you,
And then
Carlos.
Did you considered which one on which,
I didn't do that.
but it kind of worked out. Because you're like the strength of the podcast. You're like the tree of the podcast.
Oh, I like that.
Strong like tree.
You're the strength. I'm the fucking doughboy. And you're Santa.
And
But Esther is not Santa.
no,
Well, this is-
Esther is, and she's not, I don't know what Esther is.
she's that. The candle.
She's the menorah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What
just
else we got?
R.I.P. Esther.
Carlito.
What's the best present you guys have ever gotten? And what's the worst present you ever got?
PS5 last year.
Oh.
You got to
got
pick
it
from
for you?
who?
My mom.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
You're a grown man.
I didn't ask for it. It just
Just
showed
got
up.
it. Just showed up. Really?
Yeah, I didn't say, Mom, I want a PlayStation
That-
5. I went home to Texas and the PlayStation 5 was there.
And she like asked around, what do people want? What do guys?
She does ask me what I want sometimes. And this year I was like, oh, well, I could use a new iPad.
Well, that was extra special to PS5 because that was very hard to come by last year. I know for Bobby's 50th, it took, I paid like double the price.
Yeah. She got it on stock.
That hurt for you too, didn't it?
It sure did.
I love it.
It sure
I like
did.
paying double. Is that what you're
You
saying?
prefer it.
No,
I like
I'm
getting-
saying I love the PlayStation.
No, I like getting a thing when I want it. I like being like, ooh, Tim
Like
Dillon.
that
I told you,
app.
Tim Dillon called me once. He goes, Annie, money fixes everything. And ever since he said that to me, I was like, yeah, it does. But I was like, I was gonna get the Uggs that Esther has, the platform ones, but they're sold out everywhere. And then I was like, it's too many people have them if they're that sold out that I don't want them anymore.
The Uggs, the short one.
Yeah, the short ones, even though they're so cute. I just went, you know what? If they're sold out everywhere, they're too. I want to come up with a new one,
Yeah.
a different one. But I was like, should I spend? I think they were like for $350 you could get them.
Tim Dillon is right. Money can absolutely buy happiness. It just cannot prevent sadness.
He didn't say that. He said money can fix everything.
Oh, yeah. Except, no, it cannot. Because it cannot fix sadness. What I'm saying, like, it can drastically improve your life, but it's not going to prevent you from
Yeah.
your dips.
But it was interesting to learn like that you can kind of just pay to have your credit fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, like things that when I was broke, like
Did you do that?
yeah.
That's awesome.
Wait, Annie, you don't have a criminal record?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
How? I ask myself the same thing all the time. I'm like, how did I
bust in loud. I'm loud. People are like, there's no way she's doing what we think she's doing.
That is true. That's a good. Do you not have a criminal record, Jessie?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
She thought though. I like that. You had to think about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you're good.
Have you ever been detained in your life?
No, I get stopped all the time by cops, and I think part of it is the glasses. Like maybe I don't know if I'm
you're like a stoner or something.
They think I'm a stoner, and they like search my car, and they don't find anything, and they just
You're getting
waste
your car searched a
don't
lot?
waste the
Allow
time.
them to?
Well, so the last time it happened, I said no because people were like, well, "You can tell them no."
Yeah.
And then they
And
brought
then
out
it's
the
like a whole
dog,
thing.
and then they're like, "Well, if my dog barks, then we're gonna search it." And I was like, "All right." And sure enough, he like pulls on the dog's chain and he barks.
Oh,
I swear to God, it was all set up, and they don't find nothing. And yeah, the worst time, but it actually ended up being funny, was I was going from San Diego to Phoenix. So we were close to the border, and they stopped us at the border, me and my friend, and they were searching my car forever, but I was doing a sketch comedy show. So there are all these props in the trunk.
Oh, funny.
They're like pulling out like a rubber saw and bending
my
it.
God.
Like all these scarves, and it's really, he's all laughing at this point. I'm like, glad you're having fun.
I've never had my car searched.
Never?
I've never been in a drunk tank either.
No, I told you when I got pulled over drunk, but I was friends with all the cops. When I was an alcoholic in Santa Fe, I just became friends with all the cops. I was like premeditated, like I knew what was gonna happen.
Do you think that was pretty privilege? Like, do you
Yes.
think if you were...
Yeah, but I also worked these motherfuckers. I was friends with them. I sometimes get DMs from people like, it's Fred. I'm like, what's up, Fred? Fred! He's like, how you doing? You still drinking at brunch? No, baby.
It's better to just be nice and make friends with people than be confrontational from the start.
Yeah. But I used to think it was
It's a
funny
move.
when I was drunk to take pictures with cops. So I would always like, when I was wasted, I would like, because the cops and drunk people always eat at the same places because they're open late, in a small town.
true.
So we were always together. It's like, what am I going to like act weird around them? And I wasn't into like coke or anything. So I wasn't doing anything like illegal until I got into the car.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I would just go over and be like, can we take a pic? I just thought it was so funny because I would be like eyelash on my cheek wasted, like bucket. So I had all these pictures with them, and then we just became friends. I also was friends with the guy, the parking ticket guy, and the meter maid. And so whenever I would park my scooter in like crazy places. Did you ever have a scooter?
Yeah, like a razor.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because you have scooter energy like I do, I think.
No, like you like a Vespa scooter?
Yeah, you
No,
have
I
Vespa
never had.
energy.
I've always wanted one of those, but I never had
You
one.
would fucking rock it. But I think you've passed that place in your time in your life.
Yeah.
Because we're too like grown up to get on a fucking...
On a Vespa.
We got places to go.
dangerous, right? Like, we got good lives.
Yeah.
That's what like Todd, I've gotten in fights with Todd because the only thing that annoys me about Todd ever is sometimes when he's wasted, he's like too drunk to realize he's drunk and wants to drive. And I'm like, I have to be like, I have a beautiful life. I have worked so hard to have, I am so happy. You are not taking me out.
Annie, can't you drink and drive in the Tesla though?
I don't know where the Z is in Tesla, but no,
I
I
just
don't.
put it on auto drive or whatever.
No, you still have to be present and doing.
You have to put it on drunk driver.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
the
I don't
Tesla
want
was
that.
designed.
That'd be awesome.
I feel like the Tesla was designed so you can text and drive.
Oh,
It's easy to text.
Wait, don't they have those cars, or did I imagine seeing this, where you have to blow into this thing and it's like a
that's if you have
breathalyzer
a DUI.
before the car starts?
Yeah, that's
that's a-
court mandated.
Oh, so it is a thing.
That is
Yeah.
a thing from the court.
So fucking...
Yeah.
There's this girl, Gabby Lambie. Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a DUI back in the day. And I remember she'd post on Instagram like sexy, like blowing her thing pictures. It was so fucking funny.
Yeah, her videos were awesome.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I remember Halloween when that was happening, and she was dressed like a clown. She was just like blowing the thing in this clown outfit. It's really funny.
It's so good. But yeah, so I was friends with the cops, so they like would pull me over, and I remember being like, all right, I have to call my parents because I could never find my I couldn't find my any of the papers I needed. I was like, I don't know where the registration is. So I went to call my mom and they were like, your parents are asleep. They're in Philadelphia. They're like, do not call your parents. And I was like, okay. They're like, we'll just follow you home. Just go home.
I
and
want
then
to
I went
ask
to
you
high
guys
five them and they
something.
weren't there anymore.
I want to ask you guys something. On Tiger Belly, I briefly mentioned this, but I had a long heart-to-heart with Sosie Bacon, and she was like, Khalyla, like, just be free. Like, and she was talking about sex in general, because I have this, like, fixation about, like, hygiene. And I think you do, too. Like, we're always, like, we have to be, like, super washed and clean before sex. I want to know if you think... or for me, I feel like I've missed out on really fun spontaneous sex opportunities because I've always wanted to like be super squeaky clean before sex. And I feel like I'm ready to enter like my filthy girl era.
Yeah, you gotta have stinky sex. Well, you didn't have them in your long-term relationships?
Never.
Because Todd's always like, I like your stink. You know, like you just have to have a guy that's like, I like everything about you. I like when you smell. I like everything.
But do you just like say, do you let him then have?
Yeah, I
stinky?
do. But I'm not gonna like have him like eat me out when I smell bad.
But that's what I'm saying. I want that. I want to be able to
Stinky
be brave
pussy,
enough
yeah.
to be like, here.
No,
have
because
my
then they
stinky
kiss
pussy.
you. I've done it, and it's on me. Then they kiss. I'm like, ah, that's what I smelled like. I'm like, no. Then I know, and then it's like, oh, it's like more about me. It's like, ew, it's gonna get back to me. Todd yesterday was like, because like boys, like how often do your balls itch? They just itch all the time.
Not all the time. He may have something.
He doesn't have them all the time, but I'm saying I always see guys with their hands.
like
in their,
you know, a couple times a day, I'll scratch.
yeah.
My pussy itches like frequently.
I am like my hand is. I'm Al Bundying most of the time. My hand is. There's a place. There's like a spot where I kind of just rest my finger. That's kind of a tuck up area.
And it's like,
It's above the clit. It's not touching vaginal area, but it's like, you know, it's like there's a little pocket of like fupa area.
yeah, and it's got to be this finger motion right here. It's a
Yeah.
hook. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of just chill there sometimes, not with the nails. It's been a while, but so it's not like my hands are always smelling. Like, do you ever like go to hot yoga and you're like this, and then you're like, oh, like I didn't wash my hands. Like I'm like a pretty masturbating girl. Like I'm one of those kids.
Masturbate.
I'm like a masturbating, touching myself person. But I noticed my boyfriends have always been that way too, or whatever. I had a boyfriend who like one of his ticks was like he didn't even know
One of his dicks?
One of his ticks. Several dicks.
There is a guy with two dicks, right?
What?
Yeah.
That in my life?
No.
Oh, I thought you were like that. I told you about it. I was like, no.
But go ahead.
But he would like without noticing, he'd just kind of like tap, like he's got his pants on, but he would just tap the area where his penis is. And then I'm like, but it's like you can't take him around. What are you looking at? Double
Can't
dick?
take him anywhere nice.
Typed in man with 2 dicks.
We saw 2 dicks, yes.
Let's see it. Put it up on the screen.
See? Whoa.
Wow.
Some are right on top and some are side by side.
Crazy.
Do you think is better, Juicy, the side by side or up and down?
This is crazy.
I would think up and down.
Because it's like DP, like one for the ass.
Yeah.
Why do they only circumcise one though?
But maybe side by side, because then you don't have to use them both if you don't want to.
I would just put both in one.
Both? Wow. Yeah, that's
Fill my hole up completely.
I go porn. I've never.
This is crazy.
yeah.
And why aren't they small dicks? It's like they're like these guys are blessed. They do have one that's like better for the ass too. Look at that one; it's like a little skinnier.
I love that you have the option. Like if you're not feeling extra, you can choose the smaller one on some days. The bigger one if you're feeling a little bit more, you know. Look.
Oh my God, you're just naturally ambidextrous because you got to be able to jerk with both hands.
Oh my God.
I wonder if they ever go like this to feel like the stranger.
All right, we got.
Wow, that's crazy.
Juicy, here's why I say the side by side is better than top bottom. Is because for masturbation purposes, it's harder to jerk off like this versus like this.
It's funnier though.
I do like that. Yeah,
You're right though. Man.
that's so. I would be so annoyed.
When people are like, "How big's your dick?" and he's like, "Which one?"
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
He'd be all proud of it.
Like, do they like when they first meet a girl? Do they have to tuck one of the dicks because they're too nervous to show her? I don't want her to know yet. Wait, can we look at those again? I want to see what the ball situation was with them. Do they have 4 balls?
No balls.
No balls.
2 dicks? No balls. 1 ball.
Oh, no balls.
Are there really no balls?
I don't see them. They're
Balls are
cupped.
there in that one.
Thanks for assuming it.
This is crazy.
Wait, I feel like some of these are not real. I feel like that one might be. He has a vagina too, and 2 dicks.
Diphallic.
Incredible.
Oh, he has an Instagram. Diphallic dude.
Wait, what is it? How long is it? How many inches was that?
It looks like it's 6 or 8.
Yeah,
oh my
that was
god,
8.
2 8-inchers.
That's 16 inches.
Baby.
Yeah,
Wow.
8. Jesus.
This is crazy.
There's like liquid at the top of one of them.
Yeah, sometimes liquid comes
Like,
out.
we're
Did you know
still
that?
CP. Yeah.
This is Carlos trying to pretend he doesn't know what dicks do.
This is a great Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas, guys. I mean, this is quite a present to unwrap. Wow.
Real. Oh, there's diphallic.
I want this to happen to a gay man too, because I feel like men's sexuality, like their horniness is like what those
unmatched.
double dicks deserve.
Yeah.
Not like a frigid bitch that eventually is going to be like, oh, you make the one come, you're like, another. Who's going to make dinner?
Wait, I have a question. Do you think both come at the same time?
I was just gonna ask, do they have
This is
multiple
crazy.
orgasms?
Can we find a double dick person to call into the live show?
Can we hit up Diphallic dude?
Diphallic dude.
Yes.
Oh my God, maybe he can video chat us.
I just don't want to see his eyes. I want to see.
What if he has everything's weird? He only has one eye, like everything's off. Everything that's two is
limbless.
one. How many assholes?
He has no arms.
No arms. But do you need arms when you have 2 dicks?
Oh my God, and his penis can he has to eat his food with his penis.
And he just.
I knew there was this woman that had her arms were like underdeveloped that used to come into my restaurant, and she would have this like thing that would Velcro around, and then that's where she would put her fork and she would eat like that. It's cool.
that's
So maybe you could do that with the penis.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Got to be good at yoga. What was that?
It's the diphallic dude's Twitter.
How many followers?
It's only.
Are you serious? Why is it all twos?
Yeah, it's
Because
just
he's
like
too dicks.
Also, I feel like you can make $8.
And he's playing 2 trumpets. Whoa, he does 2 of everything.
I'm in a committed polyamorous relationship, but sometimes things get complicated. Ooh.
Hashtag smell yo dick.
Wait, why was it 2014? This is a dead
Is
person.
he dead?
What?
If Diphallic dude is dead, I'm quitting the show.
Oh my God, I think he might be dead.
He's definitely dead. Where's he been?
I mean, probably dealing with double dick stuff.
Maybe I'll.
Do you think the rigor mortis they set in and he had boners?
I would offer my body to science if I were him. Right? To like be like as like mounted somewhere.
It looks like it's more common than we think, though. With all those
Yeah,
pictures, there's
what-
so many of them.
We've got to find a double dick, a different double
But
dick.
aren't there ladies with 2 vaginas?
Yes, look up double vagina girl.
Wait, well, here it says it only affects about 1 out of every 5 to 6 million baby
That's
boys.
a lot.
All right, let me see about vaginas.
This is gonna
'Cause they'd be perfect for each
crazy. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
It's a condition that only happens in about 1 in every 3,000 women.
That's common.
That's a lot, right?
That's not real.
Yeah, born with 2 vaginas, not so rare. ABC News.
Look up pictures. We don't want to hear news.
You know what's funny is I didn't even think of the pictures of the vaginas.
Yeah, what's going on? Carlos, just say it. Just be yourself. Save it for the live.
I feel like they're better about.
Because the vagina is
women
like
aren't
within
showing
the
them.
vagina.
The guys are like taking so many pictures of their dicks, but the women are not taking pictures of
The women are like, I don't want anyone to see this. I'm ashamed. Oh my God. It looked like the vaginas are within the vagina, though. It didn't look like they were stacked. I want them like side by side.
vaginal inception.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they are. This is from the Atlantic. This is what
Looks
What
like a
is
bat.
it's a.
The fuck is
This
that?
girl did a diagram of it.
Aw.
Show us your pussy, bitch. She's hot too. Let me see her badge.
Yeah.
There's an OnlyFans creator with it. Hold on, maybe.
Oh my God. Oh no, we can't.
All right, there it is.
I get it now.
That's, yeah, I understand.
I feel like
less.
there's 2 entries, but 1 cervix.
Why does she have 2 eyes above the mouth?
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah, it looks like Oscar the Grouch.
It does.
Oh, I guess it's just there's like 2 and I wanted the whole thing.
The fallopian tubes look like those in comic books where it's like, pow.
Yeah.
Bam.
I wonder if a double dick guy and a double vagina girl have ever fallen in love.
I hope so. And they didn't know it.
They didn't know. Yeah, it was just they were naturally into each other. And then they found out they were siblings. And then Khalyla was like,
Straight to OnlyHams we go.
OnlyHams.
Oh, dreams. A girl can dream.
oh, wait. So Todd the other day, he tried to touch me with his like ball hand. I saw him take his hand out of his like ball area. And I go, no. You're not touching me with ball hand. He started laughing, right? And then like 5 minutes passed and we kind of like forgot about ball hand. And he reached over as a bit and went like this. And it was ball hand. And I went, as he was touching my eyelids, I went, it's ball hand. And he laughed so fucking hard.
I had a friend who was just the nastiest motherfucker, but like girls would be like, I have a herpes outbreak. He's like, I don't care, I'll eat you out. And he was like, I'm invincible. He was a cokehead. He's from Vegas.
That is so cokey to be like,
Yeah.
sores.
I don't give a fuck. Give me your fucking sores. But he ended up getting like double ocular herpes.
Yeah.
Like he would have like weepy, crusty.
Oh my God.
It was, I mean, he took chances in life.
It looked a lot like the double vagina.
It
Too.
kind of did.
Now, have you ever done cocaine?
Never. I haven't done any drugs outside of weed and alcohol.
Now, I did.
I have.
I did have one experience with coke that was not in high school more recently. It is not good.
Yeah,
It is
I don't
not
like
a
it.
good drug.
How?
It is
What does
not.
it feel like?
It is like
It's lame. And
it's loser. It's
Yeah.
loser drug.
it's so lame, but it's so addictive. Like I
And
don't.
why do you think it's addictive? Because it's so not a big deal of a high. Like you're not like.
It sounds like a good idea, and then you're doing it, and it's like I think you just keep wanting more when you do
Because
it.
it's not good.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
good.
not
I don't
ever
think it's
like a
good
thing.
either.
But is it a high or are you just really amped?
It's a high. Like you'll probably like be happy to talk for a long time,
Yeah.
but like I think like something like Adderall is a much better high.
Yeah,
But-
Adderall. It's like just go to Adderall where it's like a more like contained thing, and you can actually get stuff done. Does anyone ever like do coke and then get their work done, or are they just like coming up with ideas?
Like Wall Street guys do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finance bros do that. Like I've heard of that, which seems insane.
it was making me so sad. I was like, this is what it is. Like I just did a little bit, but I was just like, this is like what people die from. Is
Yeah.
like this is how they feel, and then they die. It's like so sad.
Well,
Just
like
don't do
compared
coke.
to
It's
like
lame.
things like Molly. Like Molly seems way more fun. Oh,
Oh, Molly is
Jewish.
fun. Molly
Yeah.
is like a fun. What is this thing?
there's a Grinch somewhere.
If
This
it
is a
falls,
weird-
It's fine. It's a pain. in the
Here, I can hold it.
Okay, that is very weird. What is that stand?
Doesn't look
for?
right.
ass.
I think it's in backwards. Like these are supposed to go on this side.
Well,
Okay, so cocaine just feels like icky. Like
it's
what?
like
Yes.
it's like for me, it's like my voice and my body are going at a different pace. So then I don't even like talking. It's like I love to talk, and it's like sucks to have all these good ideas because I'm all like, oh, I got a coke idea, and then I can't even express. It's just so
I don't like it. All I think about the whole time I do it is how I can do more.
yeah.
Like literally, I'm just like I can't wait to do it more of it, and then
Yeah.
I just feel gross the next day. And
Yeah, it gives you like a bad hangover. It's also, by the way, snow. That's why it's on this episode. Snow.
Well,
They're wondering.
what I'm curious to, if you were to ever be inclined to do this, is Coke ideas. One page Coke. Next time you do Coke, write everything you're thinking. Next time you do weed, write everything you're thinking. Then ketamine, then acid, then mushrooms, and compare each version of yourself.
I used to do that because I used to experiment with drugs a lot, and the mushroom ones and like acid notes, you can't make it. You have no idea what I was writing.
But it made so much sense.
At the time, I was like,
Oh.
"This is amazing."
It's
But-
just doodles.
well, it's like sentences that don't end, and and like, yeah, and they're like it's not in a written like a regular way, and it just makes no sense. It's stupid.
Khalyla, here's a spider's webs on different drugs.
Oh, wow.
I've seen this.
Yeah.
Marijuana, caffeine, benzodrine.
I like the marijuana one. It just stops working. Falls asleep.
Yeah, that one just looks like a lazy half web.
And
This
benzos.
caffeine one's just like erratic. It would be like, that's like Coke.
And then the chloral
What is
hydrate is
chloral
more
hydrate?
like
Coke?
Like, I don't need a home. Like, I don't need to
Yeah,
live
what is
anywhere.
life?
Yeah, very, very not ambitious on chloral hydrate. I feel like the normal person is very ambitious.
When I used to smoke weed, I would always, even though I knew it was destroying my life, I'm not saying that for other people, I actually think it's very good for the one that sits there. But the one who shall not be mentioned, but does sit there.
You're talking about Esther, right?
Okay. I just slap you. We don't mention her.
My wig flies off.
She's Jewish. It's the Christmas episode. We do not bring her up. Sorry. But I would do like little things. Like I was taking like a online typing course. No, I didn't pay for it. I just found an online typing course.
That's so cute.
And I would do it
Annie.
over the pandemic. Isn't it cute?
I like when you tell me like you do drugs and then you say things like 10 seconds after. Like, I took an online typing course.
Yeah, I'm always trying to get better.
cute.
Well, that's why I don't like drugs like Coke and stuff. I'd like to do drugs that are like making me better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That are like helping me figure stuff out or whatever. Which Coke is crazy. I guess I just like, it's glamorized like in the 80s type thing, but it also is always, and people die. I just can't believe that's what people died from.
I don't like being around it either. I think sometimes it's hard to say no to for me. But also I don't like if I'm not doing it, it's usually
You don't
not a
wanna be
good hang.
around people. Yeah, it's like everyone's like got like foamy mouths and crusty noses and
Yeah.
it's nasty.
It's usually not a good hang.
It's just not the pacing. It's like when you're in it, you're like, oh, this is the pacing. And when you're out of it watching, you're like, that's not the pacing.
Yes.
Do you think that maybe someone
Molly too, though. Watching people on Molly is like, ew.
They're all like rubbing themselves.
You're like,
Shit.
oh.
You already have like a natural energy about you. Do you think that maybe someone a little bit more subdued and kind of like low energy would enjoy something like Coke a little bit more?
People get addicted to it, so they must, but I don't recommend it. It sucks. Do not do it.
I don't think it
Yeah.
matters what your energy is. It just takes over you completely. Like Annie and Esther doing Coke, I think it would have the same effect. They would both just start talking like crazy and feel like shit later.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's just not a positive. Like I feel like even with like ketamine, even though I've been known to probably do it too much, but I always then know I do it too much and then stop doing it because it's one of those things where you want to reap the benefits of it. You want to have like the moment where you're kind of feeling good again. And then, yeah, but with weed, I would do my typing class because it's like a timed thing. You do like the F and the H or whatever. I don't fucking remember.
Some
I don't
class.
remember. I fucking smoked too much weed. But like you'd work on like your different because I skipped that class because I used to get headaches. So I never did typing class. So now I'm like, it takes me so long to type.
Yeah, especially with the
The nails, it's a wrap. Writing for the roast, I was like, okay. I'd have Todd write on my jokes. I was like, Todd, type. And he's like, just give it to me. I'm not letting you type this. It was so annoying to watch. But I was so much slower and I just couldn't get stuff done. Because I think I was trying to convince myself that maybe weed like does have a benefit for me. Maybe it does help me. But whatever the medicine is in weed is not a medicine I need. I'm not like ailing in the way that weed can help you.
Right.
So it did not, but I was always just trying to find one thing that would be like, okay, smoke weed, that's helping you. And I never could.
Yeah, I want to smoke more weed, but it ends up making me depressed.
Yeah. It's
Like when I don't have it. I think that's like when you were saying earlier, you end up smoking every day for 5 days.
Yeah.
Because there is a come down, especially if you stopped. So your tolerance is already so low.
Yep.
And then so it's better for me if I pretty much just stay away from it. Every once in a while, if I'm partying, I'll like smoke part of a joint or
Yeah.
something. But
Yeah. I had to just give myself like it's same with cigarettes. Like I have to just be like, I just don't smoke because
yeah,
I get and I think it's from smoking cigarettes too. Like I love smoking joints, but I don't necessarily like being high, but I don't want to smoke cigarettes. So then I'm like, smoke a joint. And then I'm like, oh my God. And there would be like times where I was smoking like CBD. I'm like, what am I doing?
I did that
Coughing
too.
For no reason. It's
Yeah.
like, just like all this like addiction. And then I was like, you know what? I have to just like in those moments where I'm feeling like I want something, like chill with myself and push through it. But with you, I feel like you're going through a breakup, a life transition, all this stuff, and you already do the things that other people do to get out of that funk, where you exercise and you take care of yourself, you eat right. So you already do that.
Yeah.
So you don't have that to use as like a thing to sort of change your life a little bit. Because I think it's good to always have like, especially as comedians, And I'm sure for everyone in their lives, it's good to have like new kind of phases. Like you shift you're not doing the same thing every day.
Juicy. You've been a part of Bad Friends for how long now?
Since June. It was right around my birthday when I turned 32. And so in June. So I don't know, however long that is.
Yeah.
In the event of a drowning, and you could only save one, would you save Bobby or Santino?
Bobby would float. Look at him.
Yeah, his name's Bob.
Look at him.
Well, man, I think Santino would want me to say Bobby.
Oh,
That is so not true.
not true at all.
I feel like, and Bobby, but if you saved Bobby, he would also like to fuck with you, be like, you should have saved Santino.
No,
like Bobby would like fuck with you.
If I saved Santino and Bobby lived, he would kill me.
You'd be in trouble.
He would kill me.
But also Santino has more life.
I would be saving him and then I'd feel something grab my leg.
You'd be done in this town and be like, I brought you into this world. I'll take you out.
Yeah. He always likes to remind me how much he's helped me.
Bobby or Ken?
Bobby.
Yes. I mean, that's the wonderful thing about him. He's like, there's no one more generous, but there's no one there's no one who loves to remind you more about how much he's helped
Yeah.
than him. Yeah.
I love it. I'm very grateful to both of them though. There's been like we joke about it too. There's been like a bidding war almost with like people bringing me out to feature.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been really fun. Like a great part of like a great journey.
I remember when you first started with Bad Friends, Bobby was like, I just have a feeling. I'm not wrong about her. I just have a feeling. This was even before you were on Bad Friends.
Oh my
And
God.
and as soon as you did the first episode, he came back and he was like, she fucking killed it. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Oh, I got chills. That makes me feel so good. His approval is exciting because from what I've heard, he doesn't like a lot of people.
He hates everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it feels, I don't know why it shouldn't feel good.
Oh, I found out, listen,
It
10
does
years
a
into
little
knowing
bit.
Bobby, I found out we'd been in a war for 10 years.
Right.
Okay. That's interesting.
Well, you
A
guys,
one-sided war.
thank you so much for tuning in to our Christmas episode. We hope you have the most amazing, warm, cozy holidays. And if it is depressing, that's okay too.
Don't do coke.
Do not
Don't do coke.
By the way, don't do it. The whole reason we're bringing it up is like, don't do it. It's fucking lame.
blame.
January 18th or 19th?
18th, Wednesday.
18th. She's doing one night only. You got to come. Go see her at the San Jose Improv. Baby.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Merry Christmas,
Juicy.
guys. Thanks,
Merry
Juice.
Christmas, guys. Bye.